know how we get down. PVC Podcast Crew. Pass the daps down. You know how we get down. We haven't made a proper intro. First and foremost, before we even get to the proper intros, thank you to all the subscribers we have going, rocking along with us. We appreciate y'all. And if this is your first time checking in with us, like and subscribe. And if you don't like what we do, tell your mama to like and subscribe. I know she'll like what we do. Anyway,
we have come for a reason.
On that note, I got to introduce the boys as we always do at this time. Paul, say what's up to the people. And boys, stop. You get your don't break that chair. I ain't breaking the chair. I ain't getting mama yelling at me. No.
What's up, everybody? This has been the most funniest day of all. Cam just said, I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but it is an honor for the privilege to be back here on the tables with my brother, sharing some knowledge, spending some knowledge and stuff like that, etc., etc. So, but other than that, we do appreciate all the subscribers. We do appreciate the ones who are watching. Like my brother Cam said, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If not,
tell your mama to subscribe.
Tell everybody we're gonna send you back to Arkansas like we Ray Charles. But besides that, people, I'm gonna pass it on to my boy Vic. Vic, say what's up to the peoples.
Oh, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the PVC Podcast Crew on this lovely Friday, October 25th. Today we're going to be talking about Halloween-like things, or things that are scary, or things that are October appropriate. But we're going to be doing what we do best and talking a bunch of madness. And as always, we hope that you enjoy this content, that you subscribe, and that you like. But I need you to remember something. I need you to remember something, dear listener, dear viewer. This is very important. I don't need your love. I need your attention. I don't need you to like the video. I just need you here. You don't have to be here to be here. Mm-hmm. Essentially, we just want your money.
We ain't saying all that. We ain't money hungry.
Now, I'm just joking mostly.
We'll take your money, though. We'll take the money. Y'all want to donate to the squad, we'll give y'all the cash out.
Listen, you can treat this like a donation or a robbery. Either way, we're getting the money.
Let's cancel.
Stick them up.
But as all seriousness, your time is precious, and we thank you for choosing to spend it with us. Whether you're doing something or sitting at home, it don't matter. Thank you for tuning in to the PVC Podcast Crew today. And as always, let me pass this back over to our boy, Cameron. What is this, Storage Wars? What's in...
Wild. Y'all know who it is. Yeah, I forgot old boy's name. I was watching that. He was like,
He's my boy, too.
They actually pretty good. Shout out to the Wild Out Squad. Anyway, Cam, a.k.a. Mr. Nerd Boy Fresh. Follow me on the gram and all that good stuff. You know how we get down. We're going to talk about some Halloween stuff, and I'm going to lead it off right here. Right off top, fellas. I got a question for y'all. Think hard. When was the last time y'all put on a costume?
Shit. Excuse my language.
When's the last time you put on a costume?
I think that.
Now. Before you answer, for all the people in the back, I ain't talking about it. Well, maybe I am. In the confines of y'all getting freaky deaky and y'all was playing cosplay. Okay, that's costume.
What the hell, man?
Hey. I know how y'all. I know how some of y'all get down. If y'all cosplaying, that's one thing. If y'all cosplaying in other avenues, we kind of know that too. Y'all can leave that in the comments below. Anyway, when's the last time y'all put on a costume? Go ahead.
This what we doing?
Yeah, this is exactly what we doing.
Oh, I gotta go first.
Yeah, you don't want to use.
I didn't use nothing.
I didn't. When's the last time you put on a costume?
The last time I put on a costume was 2000, I will say 8 or 9.
2008 or 9. That was about what? About 15 years ago? 14 years ago, roughly, somewhere in that pocket.
I think it was like 22 or 23 at the time.
So last time you put on a costume.
Last time I put on a costume.
What did you wear?
It was the most ghetto, stupidest costume. What happened was I went to a Halloween party where some old co-workers from back in the day. So we ain't at the job anymore. They all moved on this a long time ago. I wore, I dressed up like Medea, but the ghetto version.
Oh, here we go.
I had the wig. I had
Mug
the
to the DEA. This is what we doing.
I had the lipstick. I had used one of my
Man,
mom's. I had used one of my mom's old gowns. Old,
Man,
old
I got
stickers.
man.
But here's the story.
That wasn't my deal. That was just mud.
Yeah,
to
basically.
the DEA.
But you know, it was a last minute thing because I'm like, I don't dress up. I ain't done that since I was a kid and stuff like that.
Right.
But you know, I just like, okay, I ain't got no costume on all the time. My friend picking me up at the time. I was so. But just put something together. So we went to this Halloween party, which a friend of ours, I was saying, co-worker from back in the days, put together. I think it was in the city of Bell Gardens. So. Cool party, you know, had some little rough riders, but you know, who good party doesn't have little rowdy.
Depends on where you at.
But yeah, that was the last time I wore.
Last time you put on a costume. Vic, last time you put on a costume.
Let's see, the last time I wore a costume, I want to say...
Yesterday.
Oh yeah, I put one on every time before I come to work.
I was just about to say, everybody who puts on a uniform puts on a costume.
You think I
If
smile like
you
this all the time?
if you work at Best Buy, you put on a shirt, you put on a costume.
Like, you think I smile like this because I'm happy?
Wow.
When was the last time you put on a costume?
In all seriousness, last time I put on a costume, it's almost been a decade.
Okay.
A while, man. Can't remember what I wore, but it's been a long time. Granted, you know, sadly, Halloween's not what it used to be. Year after year, it's kind of become less and less prevalent. Yeah, you don't believe me? I mean, there's already Christmas crap in the store, man.
That's a fact.
And Halloween ain't even come yet, dude.
That's true.
It's the 25th of October. You go to Walmart right now, the entire garden section, purely Christmas.
That's a fact. That is a whole fact.
So, you know, it's sadly losing prevalence, but it's just been so long. I can't remember. Although I still have an old mask I wore. It was a gas mask of sorts. I got it at Halloween City. Dad, was there even a Halloween City this year?
Now,
I think it's still one in
still,
Santa Fe Springs.
There's still a few. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. There's still a few.
But you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
I
that.
think it's still one in Santa Fe Springs.
Yeah, we're gonna still talk about that.
Well, go ahead, man.
But go ahead, keep going.
But yeah, you know, that's what I remember. Dressing up, truly, I think it's, you know, I think it's strange that some people, you know, I think it's strange that some people think that there's an age limit on dressing up for Halloween, when in reality, it's just more having fun with it, you know. I think, you know, obviously no grown man should be going trick-or-treating.
But that's a different kind. We're gonna get there in a minute.
But
we're gonna get there in a minute.
There's nothing wrong with dressing up.
True.
You know, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Well,
if anything, it's just the spirit of things. It's like I said, it's only a problem when you grown-ass man, you go into a stranger's door, let me get some candy. That's how you get shot.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
Big Daddy.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute, boy.
You want some candy? You do the right thing, buddy. All right, so Cam, your turn. I want to hear this.
When's the last time I put on a costume? Well, dang. No. Here's the thing. So, if you take into account when I worked at Knott's Berry Farm.
You dressed up as Bobby Brown?
No. No.
Emphasis on the brown.
No, dude. So, if you take into account when I worked at Knott's Berry Farm for a period of time, you always have to be in some sort of. You always have to be in some sort of costume. So.
You want a Snoopy costume? That's awesome.
No, I didn't wear Snoopy. But I was a cowboy up in that mug though. I'm gonna keep it strong with y'all. I wasn't Snoopy. I was too tall to be Snoopy. You know, for all the people who work at Knott's Berry Farm or any type of character, y'all will know this. You gotta be like 5'5" or shorter to actually get to a costume.
That's a fact.
Like for real. And I'm gonna keep it. The other thing I'm gonna keep tall with y'all. Them things is hot and funky. I'm gonna keep it strong with y'all. They have to Febreze that thing every single night. Different conversation for a different day. Anyway, shout out to the people who work at Knott's Berry Farm and Disneyland who actually do that stuff. Because people who actually work in those environments, 9 times out of 10, y'all have to dress up in some sort of capacity. But when I was working at Knott's, yes, I had to put in a semblance of what you would call a costume. We had to do the whole cowboy setup, whatever, every single time I walked up in there. outside of that, the last time I actually did a costume for like a quote-unquote Halloween situation, probably when I was like 7 or 8. Because I was different than most people, which would lead into my next question. Because for me, it was really very little weight put on Halloween. I really didn't celebrate Halloween like that at all. It was probably, and even when my kids were born, maybe till they were the age of like 6, 7, as far as they were concerned, and then they kind of grew out of that really fast.
Yeah.
And that was basically it for Halloween, at least for my house and my household. But yeah, I really didn't dress up thereafter. Which goes into my next question. How would y'all put Halloween in comparison to like a Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July? Where do you rank it?
Oh, dude, sadly, not at the bottom of the list. Practically non-existent.
Why do you say that?
Well, it's just, things. Okay, so the problem with Halloween is that it's a very social holiday, right? And we are living in a very antisocial age.
Okay.
And it doesn't help that the hooded areas are becoming a little more hoodish, which puts a diminish on social interactions. So, while you still got the church trunk or treats and stuff like that, you have Halloween parties, it's nowhere near the scope it used to be about 30 to 40 years ago, where entire neighborhoods were giving out candy and whatnot. At least in the more lower middle class areas, yeah, sure, I know there's neighborhoods out there that still do that, but they're diminishing in number. Especially here in California, where things aren't the most anything. Obviously we're not living in a third world country, but them streets are getting more packed with addicts.
True.
So you don't want to be out there and about at night with your kid, and whatnot. And it's just the reason it ranks so low is because it's a social holiday, typically. And when I say social, I know all holidays are social, but what I mean on this one is that it's a community type social, not just your family or friends, but the community. That's what Halloween was and kind of is. It's just a celebration of the village, But the whole neighborhood thing, the whole know your neighbor, be friends with your neighbor, that's all died over these last year, over these decades, over these years. It's not something valued anymore. Like for instance, your neighbor. See what I mean? I can't say who I know my neighbor is.
I know my neighbors.
You know what I mean?
You say hi and bye.
But I know my neighbors.
But you know what I'm saying?
But you kind of have to. You kind of have to, because in case something pops off, you're gonna know who's who, what's what.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm talking about. Where it's just we live in a day and age where you only talk with two type of people. Immediate family and then close friends. Right?
I would say different, but we'll go there later.
Well, for the younger demographic, granted, since you're older, it's different. You're used to having more social interactions. But sadly, with the way this generation is being raised, they're being taught to just kind of stay close, knitted.
No. But he's not wrong.
Yeah.
But I would venture to say that how we interact would change, which goes into kind of the Halloween thing because. Like I said, you're right when I said it was built
the real
upon,
horror age.
Yeah. It was built. No, it was built. No, it was built upon the neighborhood. I'm gonna go around the neighborhood and do this. Now, speaking of neighborhoods.
Well, hold on. Let me get my.
Oh no, go. Yeah, go.
Before you hit the topic.
Speak.
Well, perfectly said. Well, perfectly said. For me, on that topic about Halloween, from when I was a kid, I used to always love to celebrate Halloween with my grandmother because it used to be a time, we'll get together and she'll, make some peanut butter cookies, get some candies and stuff like that. We watch some scary movies together, and then every now and then we might participate in the neighborhood group, which is the neighborhood on the block. Pass around candy. I always thought it was just a time when we with your friends, get dressed up, when as a kid wise. But then as you got older, it was just another, typical holiday you celebrate Devil's Night for. And, some people enjoy it, some people don't.
Agreed.
For me wise, I don't celebrate Halloween like that, every now and then, you know, I might go to like a little Halloween maze, you know, if I'm on Universal Studios or My Scary Farm and stuff like that. Or just go see whatever new Halloween scary movie comes out at the movies and then just get scared by that. But, you know, as far as by that, it's just a typical holiday, you know, just to celebrate, you know, Devil's Night or, you know, people want to get scared and stuff like that.
I got you. Well, so, 2 questions. When was the last time y'all trick-or-treated? And have y'all actually, in the last few years, had people come up to the house trick-or-treating at your house?
I think the last time I participated in trick-or-treating or I went trick-or-treating was when I was married and I had my stepdaughter. When she was a kid, you know,
right.
When we was a kid, you know, she got dressed up. She wanted me to take her trick-or-treating, so I took her trick-or-treating. And then, you know, we bought some candy at the house, you know, participated, so, you know, handing out candy to the little kids and stuff like that. And then when she was going, I take that back. At Downey Chapel up here, I did tips when she was going to school there. They had a little Halloween.
Yeah.
I participated.
A lot of churches.
I participated in that. With them. Pass out the candy to the little kids and stuff like that. So around that time, like 2010, 2012.
So, has anybody pulled up to the house and like trick or treated at your house?
Yeah.
Like last year?
Last year, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Same. Some people pull up to the house, trick or treat.
How the hell they got it through the gate, but yeah.
No, I'm asking.
Yeah.
You should just say, come back with a warrant.
That is kind of trick or treating for the cops. That's the cops are trick or treating.
You know how
tax time.
You know how insane it would be if you're just sitting in your living room, you just hear
trick or treat.
It's like you just hear this, right? Quota, open up.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Trick or treat time. That's what it is. Pay your dues. Anyway, when's the last time somebody pulled up to the house?
Put down the barbecue.
More or less. When's the last time somebody pulled up to the house and trick or treat?
Oh, dude, long time.
Because for me, I was just thinking about that. Nobody's put up to the house and trick or treated at least in the last 6-7 years. At least minimum. And that's just in recent memory I can even think of. The last time I went trick or treating was probably like 9 years ago with the kids. Now, I got a side note to the trick or treating. 2 questions, and be honest. Have y'all bag snatched somebody? And have y'all ever seen somebody get bag snatched?
Now
and
this,
be honest.
Now this I've never witnessed, nor have I experienced. It's only something I've seen in movies.
No, we gotta ask. Hey, this is we ask hood questions here. This is we ask bag snatching questions.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So anyway, when I was 10 years old,
yeah, I already know he got a story. Go ahead.
Yeah. So 10 years old, I was being chased by the cops. I was one of them.
More or less.
But in all seriousness, it never happened to me, and it's something I never witnessed, except outside of movies and whatnot. However, I can't say for certain, but it's very possible because you're a kid, you're with your friends and whatnot. You're counting the loot.
No, he ain't wrong. Because in kids' world, the reason why I say
it's literally the loot.
That's the loot.
That's why I respect him what he just said. That's what
was November 1st for everybody? That was the show off day. That's like you pulling up with your girl. You have the chains on and stuff. When you was in elementary school, this is you pulling up. I got a whole bag, everything. Who wants some? Nah, fellas, get out the way real quick. Let the ladies get this first. We ain't stupid. Anyway, we're going to get there a bit. Go ahead.
But anyway, I do remember doing the classical candy trade.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Me and my...
me
and the fellas back when we were little kids,
we sat around. Kit Kat for the Snicker. Pause.
Checking out the loot, seeing what we got. Obviously the one who got full-size candy bars had the most authority.
True.
But that's what I remember. That is what I remember. And yes, we got a little mafioso with the candy counting.
Oh yeah. That was real.
I mean, as kids, like that, That's gold right there, dog. That's currency. That's worth more than money.
As a kid in elementary school,
because that's like being in prison.
Because like a kid,
you know how much
that's commissary.
Because you know when you're a kid, you know like you're a 7 or 8 year old,
you would die with that Kit Kat.
you
get shanked.
You know, it's like $5 Snickers bar. You're taking the Snickers bar. Why do I want $5? Give me the Snickers bar. Kid ain't thinking, oh, I can use the money to buy Snickers.
Bar.
No,
I want the
Snickers.
Yep.
That's how kids are.
That's real. No, that's real. That's real. That's real. So, the rest of the one with the beanie on right now, who's looking suspect.
Me?
Yes, you. Have you bag snatched somebody and be honest, or have you witnessed somebody being bag snatched?
The way he's saying it, it's like we're about to, you know.
I mean,
it's like we're opening a cold case.
Does going snatch and run considered
that's bag snatching.
Okay, I've done that.
Yes,
I've done that at a Circle K when I was in LA.
That's like asking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
you bag snatch.
That's like asking, is a drive-by a shooting?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You bag snatch.
I bag snatched before when I was in elementary school. I'm not gonna mention none of my homies' names on here, but
no. I ain't saying like the whole. I ain't saying snitch on the devil.
Years later, like I ain't snitching.
He's
still ain't snitching.
I'm gonna tell you how hood he is. He was like, dude, it's been 30 years removed, and I still ain't snitching. We still keeping that.
You ain't getting a peep out of it.
I would just say it was about 8 of us, and when the homie said, "Grab what you can," that's what we did.
God. Now, so have y'all actually ran up on some other some of your other schoolmates or whatever? Y'all they were walking like trick or treating and stuff.
Back when I was in high school.
Oh, y'all never did that.
I seen that happen.
Y'all jump and the person jump out the truck and be like,
oh yeah,
whoop,
I've seen that happen.
And jump on these dudes like run your candy real
I've
quick.
Seen that.
Snatch. Jump in the truck and keep rolling.
Yeah, I've seen that in Compton. Right there off on.
Well, you don't gotta explain any further.
I was in Baldwin Park, California, and saw that in real time.
I was right there by Ludus Park and saw that.
Oh yeah.
And I was finna get.
And they ran up, and it was like, and the one they were like, no,
they didn't. Gay and girl.
No,
they snatched everything.
They stripped them down so fast. They had these babies crying and stuff.
And running them tins.
No, they didn't care about that.
They just candy.
They wasn't like adults. These were like 12, 13-year-olds.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And they snatching stuff. Then, like how it happened, like how it happened for us. So we'll tell our older cousin, yo. These dudes ran up on us and snatched us for our candy. We like, man, y'all didn't get no. Cause see, here's how we do. When I was out in Carson, shout out to my late cousin Cody. We walking around with like my cousins and stuff, and they was like, yo, just go out there, go get some candy, come through. Walking through the hood, we trick or treating and stuff like kids. When I was like 8, 9, my kids and my little cousins like 6, 7. Cool. Y'all didn't come back. Y'all only came back with a little bit of candy. Nah. Some kids ran up on us. Where were y'all? We was on Dad Money. Bet. No, say no more. They go out. He called homie Augie. Augie called a couple other homies. they go out there, masked up, all shut. No, they walked it. They didn't care. Okay. They just walked up on him.
Jeez, like that.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Here's your candy. Y'all good? Yeah, that has happened. The reason why I mention that, I know it's kind of funny, but it ain't.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Because getting fleeced for your candy, it sucks. No, because I'm gonna tell you what sucked about it. That means you have to walk through all the neighborhood. Cause y'all remember, trick or treating was a chore.
Yeah.
I mean, people would trick or treat and be walking like 4, 5, 6 miles. People don't think about it, but you go from house to house to house, and then all of a sudden you done drifted off into a neighborhood you really weren't supposed to be in, and you didn't know because you didn't trick or treated so far up the. No, I seen people do it, but no. But there are some people who was gatekeeping. Hey, look, don't do it. But in certain neighborhoods, not in the inner city, but if you're out in like a Baldwin Park or West Covina or Montebello, one of them. Y'all didn't know that because it wasn't really things that was just defined. You kind of just figured it out as you kind of drifted. But that's what was trick-or-treating and getting bag snatched and all that stuff was. Now, We did have to bag snatch this one kid because he was like a 17-year-old trick-or-treating. And so I was like, look, you a little bit too grown to be trick-or-treating. So we had to run up on him. I'm going to be honest with you, because you was like, you 17 years old. You have no business tricking. You 17 years old by yourself. No, forget that. You 17
well, the
years
cutoff
old.
is 15.
The cutoff is like, the cutoff is 9th grade in high school. We'll put it to you like that. Anytime you pass 9th grade in high school, you trick-or-treating is a problem. Go take yourself to a like little Halloween party and do something like that. Don't be trick-or-treating out there. Unless you're taking like your little siblings out, and that's different. Now, if you're taking your little siblings out and your little siblings are like in elementary school, now that's different. You cool. But if you out there by yourself and y'all bunch of 17-year-old trick-or-treating in the hood, be prepared. Be prepared to get your candy snatched. Because we are like, this is what we call Robin Hood. We will rob y'all kids and give it to these young kids who actually want it. Don't be up here trick-or-treating like that when y'all 17. Go take yourself to a Halloween party. Speaking of Halloween parties, when's the last time you did a Halloween party?
The year before last. I was at my auntie Sandy's house over in
That's right. I mean, I actually remember you talked about this. We actually talked about this on the podcast.
She had the fire pit.
Yep. I actually remember that.
And I was telling we should have a Halloween.
Yeah. Remember y'all talked about that.
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween, like a Halloween like show or whatnot. Or y'all were doing the Halloween.
No, because where she lives at, like you can have a scavenger Halloween hunt night. Because she got she right there by the little back part of the little forest woods.
Yeah.
And I said this would be a good scavenger hunt. But yeah, the year before last.
Last time you had a Halloween party?
Can't remember.
Have you ever been on?
I can't remember.
No, because I'm gonna keep honest with you. Because for
That's
me,
my Lord tells me to say.
Yeah. Because here's the thing about Halloween parties. Because the honest answer is because I was in church or doing all the church events regular. We didn't do Halloween. The best that you would be at the church doing something at the church. Now they will always bill it as the alternative to Halloween, the anti-Halloween and all this stuff. And that's part of the reason why kind of Halloween was always in battle, because you had two schools of thought. You had the people who were Christian who would be like, you shouldn't be supporting, doing anything, watching anything, doing anything in support of Halloween, because that's the devil. Then you got the people in the streets who were like, well, it ain't as bad as what y'all make it to be, so we're going to do it anyway. It's two schools of thought. Yeah. Have I been to a Halloween party? Last Halloween party I've been to was probably 2007 or 8. The kid's godparent, the godmom, she was throwing a Halloween party at her parents' house. So we pulled up for that. And it wasn't really like a Halloween party. It was just like,
small.
Maybe like, it was like a small, like maybe, well, I ain't gonna say it was small. It was like about 30 people who kind of pulled up in its entirety. It was enough to be like considered a party. But it wasn't like it was one of those like, everybody like acting a fool all crazy and stuff. It was just like a regular Halloween party. It was just like, wasn't nothing to it. We just sat there, let people come up to the house, we were playing some music, and dip. But most Halloween parties, it's like, you go to a Halloween party this day and age, or go to a club for Halloween, it's like, it's basically like the mini version of a freak off. All the girls. You can't find a girl at a Halloween party who dress regular. Now, if they dress regular, that means that they ain't found a costume that they really wanted to wear, or unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest, they just wasn't in shape to really wear what they really wanted to put on. Now, everybody else, the sexy Wilma, the sexy version of Chung-Li, the sexy version of, it's like everything. It's like
they put Spider-Man.
The sexy Minion. It's like, how you gonna make Minion sexy? That's a kid's cartoon, and y'all trying to sex drive everything because of Halloween. I think that's the other thing that we were talking about it earlier, but it'll tag into what you were saying is that because a lot of that's been pushed upon us so much, it's, the sex aspect is it's in every single aspect of everything that we do. And that's why I always think that it's a little bit tough when you have these conversations about sex when it's like, well, how does it affect other aspects of life? This is one thing. It would affect every single holiday outside of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, you ain't nothing sexy about Thanksgiving. But everything else, there's gonna be sexy Christmas, there's gonna be sexy Halloween, you gotta have a sexy 4th of July. But when you pull up to these parties, when you pull up to the clubs, when you do these little Halloween parties, I guarantee you, this is what it is. And the reason why I mentioned the whole costume thing is because you're in this day and age now where quote unquote cosplaying is regular. So dressing up is normal for this generation. But they dress up regular on the day-to-day. Well, I ain't gonna say on the day-to-day, that's not terrible. But they dress up so regular, as far as like costumes, is that it takes away from Halloween. Because Halloween was the one time where you could do the whole dress-up thing, and you will see it once a year. Now with these cosplaying, you can see that on any platform, any point in time, every single day.
It's changed because back then people used to dress and they used to have Halloween contests, like who used to have the best Halloween costume,
right,
and stuff like that. I've seen that happen, but like you said, everything has changed.
Because you got these cosplayers, all these people who dressed up on a regular day to day, who want to come out the closet and want to dress up. They don't want to be them real selves. They just want to be the Luke Skywalker. And I ain't talking Uncle Luke. I'm talking about Star Wars. I'm talking about Star Wars Luke Skywalker, not Cotton Candy. Well, let me see, not that one.
Anyway,
speaking of Uncle Luke parties.
No, don't you start that. But that was, I think, 2 years ago.
So the question was asked, and Vic said it yesterday. If y'all were in a horror movie or in a horror situation, which was the easiest to navigate through? What was it? A forest?
Okay, so I'll say it. So yesterday, around 12 a.m., because we're crazy like that.
First of all, that's fact.
But around 12 a.m., me, Cameron, Paul, we hashing it up a little bit, preparing for this right now, what we're doing. And I popped the question, which would you rather try to, which would you rather go through? Haunted forest, haunted mansion, haunted hospital. And I'll add a little more to that. So essentially, you'd have to do you'd have to survive from 10 to 7 in that environment. Haunted forest, haunted mansion, haunted hospital. And I say haunted because it's haunted. You're not just like in a dark and scary place. No.
Hey, I like the way he expressed that. It's haunted. Hashtag.
It's not in a dark and scary place.
It's haunted.
It's like, no, you gotta actually worry about what's in the dark.
That was hilarious.
That's dope.
Go ahead.
Right, but it's like you actually gotta worry about what's in the dark. Right? Them shadows.
I can't do this with y'all right now. I can't do this.
Oh my God, that was so funny. That was good, Victor.
Oh, God, I can't do this. Go, keep going.
You know.
You gotta watch out for what's in the dark. Oh, wait, I can't do this. Wait. It's too early.
Okay,
It's too early. It's too early. Go ahead. Keep going. Watch out for the ones in the dark.
But essentially...
For real? Come on. Go ahead, Victor. I'm sorry.
I don't need to be sorry.
This is your fault. Go ahead.
But no. It's like if you feel anxiety, it's not anxiety. Something actually wants to get your ass.
Shut up.
Shut up. That's not Halloween. Somebody chasing my ass in this house.
That's regular day in the hood, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's That's a Walmart rub. Apparently,
This is why I love Victor, because the shit he says will really get you really how you thinking. Like he said, it's already a dark way.
Oh, I can't do this right now with y'all. I can't do it.
Man.
Keep going.
Look back on top.
Sorry. So we back. So we're in a dark place.
Where y'all running?
Dark. So we doing the dark forest. The dark.
No.
Wait, it was haunted. Now it went dark.
The dark and haunted forest. The dark and haunted hospital. Or what was the third one?
Dark and haunted mansion.
Who's going first? You want me to answer?
Go ahead.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry. You gonna go?
Yeah, I was going. Oh, for me, I say the haunted hospital. For me, wise, because you can take the elevator, but you just gotta be careful.
Are you actually getting your ass in the elevator?
Of course.
Just to be in a confined space and die.
I'll be like, you know what? If I'm
You ain't one doing nothing.
You are gonna scream the minute it goes free fall.
He on a dark elevator.
Why you gotta be dark? The lights are on.
And man, he said it was haunted. So it's a dark elevator, pitch black. Then you gonna jump out, and all you'll see is some eyes.
He's gonna. No, here's the thing. The elevator's gonna go.
Then he's gonna mistake it for it.
And he's gonna start jumping, so he does.
For me, because
Stop.
Stop it. Say you gonna be. I'll be screaming. That's gonna be me screaming. This motherfucker.
Oh, I can't do this.
And then they got the basement where all the snacks is, so that's gonna be just in case
Oh,
we don't be all locked down.
It's all kale.
Exactly.
Oh,
I mean, we already in the hill, so I'm gonna be at the.
It's like no. It's like here's the real.
And
Here's
if
the
I had a heart attack, I'm at the hospital already. So
here's the real scary hospital. All the nurses are men.
Jesus.
Dang, that's the other one too. See?
Can I get a female nurse?
Oh man, no.
Your
So
turn.
you said hospital.
Your turn.
Your turn.
Let me think.
Remember, it's dark.
Let me think. It's dark.
And you
Scary.
black.
It's haunted.
And you black already. So.
Oh no, we was built to die anyway. You know how many times, how many horror movies have the black person survived? I could probably name 2. You know, we can start with
one I remember.
We can start with Deep Blue Sea and what was one of those?
Back to the ghetto.
Yeah.
No.
What was the other one that what was it? House on the Haunted Hill.
Yes!
Omar. Yeah.
And not only did he survive, he won.
Yes, that's what I said. House on the Haunted Hill was like, yep. And this is coming from somebody who really don't watch horror movies, so I did remember that.
And Busta
And that was
Rhymes.
a matter of fact. And Busta Rhymes did survive, and I know what you did last summer.
Real quick. Halloween.
He's like, trick and treat.
A quick pick stop. Quick pick stop. Y'all remember when Snoop Dogg made that horror movie?
Hip hop horror movie?
No.
And it was weird because that like animated segments.
No. It was what was the name of that movie? Wait.
Bones in the Hood.
No. It was Tales from the Hood. Tales.
I want to say Bones is in the title.
Bones. No, Bones. It was Bones. Yes, Bones.
This is the story of Jimmy Bones.
Yes, Bones. Yes. He did do a horror movie.
Jimmy Bones.
He did a few of them. He did a Tales from the Hood, like a version of that, and he did Bones.
That was good though.
Anyway,
Bones was actually pretty alright though. That was during the era. That was in the Master P. That was in the Master P era when Master P was doing all the movies and stuff, and Bones was in that
He
mix.
was on Lemmy still too.
Yeah, he was. That's how he got the movie because Master P did it. Yeah.
Back
Anyway,
on topic, Cameron.
so let me think.
We're gonna go to Hunter Magic because Eddie Murphy was on that.
No, we already know. See, that's no. Let me clarify that for the kids in the back. We already clarified. We ain't talking about Haunted Mansion, not the Disney version of Haunted Mansion. We're talking about the real like House on the Haunted Hill stuff.
These ghosts are racist.
You know, like House of Wax. You know, it's one of those type situations. Anybody who's seen those movies, y'all will know. Y'all will know what I'm talking about.
Imagine actually. I know racist ghosts exist, but imagine a racist ghost.
That would be hilarious. Negro Go-Go.
Wow.
Imagine you're creeping through a mansion, right? And you just hear you hear a whisper on the wind, and it just said, "What are you doing here, boy?"
Oh no, that would
It'll be messed up and just like, black guy.
that would be
Like a parrot from Scary Movie.
That would be deep. Probably, here's the thing. On the real, probably the mansion, not for anything else, because I know that I would have enough ways to protect myself.
Okay.
Because in the forest, I mean, just keep it tall. In the forest, you just gotta have some foot speed. And but if you're talking about surviving the whole night, that means you really can't run. You gotta actually sit there, camp, wait.
I'm just kind of
out.
Screw that. First of all,
nah.
First of all, we don't keep it tall. Ain't no black people, ain't no damn forest.
That's one.
Okay.
That's
second of all, we ain't going to no forest.
We barely don't like camping. We don't even like camping as is half the time. You know.
Real quick, you ever see like so you know I work, we sell camping equipment, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ever see a black guy on those boxes?
Right now.
That's scary.
That's scary. I can't do this.
Have you ever seen a
black guy on some? Wait, have you seen black guy on Coleman camping equipment?
He didn't even say, "Have you seen black people?" Have you seen a black guy?
No. Have you know?
Generally,
no. But
you never have.
But the answer is like on the honest answer. Man, why'd you do that? Now I'm gonna pull up at the job and actually look because now inquiring minds want to know.
And I emphasis black guy because I'll say.
Boy, that's right.
But in all seriousness, in all seriousness, I would say a woman's probably more likely to do the woods, but a guy, nah.
Women ain't doing no woods.
They don't know woods.
They don't even. I mean, granted, you know, women, y'all said y'all would rather trust a bear than a guy.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's a different conversation for a different day. But nah.
Imagine some just dude walking through the... He's in these
a woman be scared of a guy coming up trying to help her versus like some like scary dude or some scary animal trying to chase after her.
What's a girl like you doing in a place like this? I have pepper spray, I swear.
You know what's insane? She'd rather trust the wolf man than the man.
Exactly. Trust the man than trust the man. Actually, how the wolf man help her against the man.
The sisters in the forest.
Oh, no, that's too far.
That's a Medea.
But nah, that
yeah, that is.
Ain't that Boo? Whatever that Medea movie that she did.
See how that. Medea.
Okay, so before this went off rails.
But but anyway, I did say the mansion because I would have ways to protect myself.
Okay. Okay. You know, I would have to probably go with Cameron on this one too. I'd probably do the mansion because I feel like there's a lot of places to hide in a mansion.
And I got stuff I can kill you with. I got knives. I can pop you a frying pan.
Man,
I got fire. I got gas.
You get that at the hospital too. You got the gas equipment. You got the syringe.
Sure, indeed.
You got the oxygen chain just in case you got to pull up.
Sure, no, it's like I'm a by any means necessary person. You know, whatever you need to do.
You're in a haunted hospital, and the first thing the ghost says, "He took all the morphine."
Basically, y'all drugged up.
It don't matter what we do. He ain't gonna feel it.
You know what? I'm not walking in the morgue though. And all of a sudden,
all them zombies be popping up.
How would you feel? Okay, be honest. How freaked out would you be if you're like, if you're in a morgue, you know, and some of them are open, the bodies are draped over.
No.
Right. How would you? No. How? No.
Morgue is nothing to play around with, though.
No, I got a story on that. So, I don't know why this came up, but I would never forget. And my grandmother, God rest her soul, she was alive. We had went to a funeral.
And don't say what. Don't say the dude that kind of random.
No. Let me finish the story. So, and we've been cussed out by my grandmother before, but this was the next level cussed out. But we couldn't stop laughing. Oh, she was finna hurt me, my brother, my mom, my uncle. So I forgot who funeral we went to, but she had to go to the bathroom, and I think it was my brother. He said, "We gonna mess with Granny." I think it was my brother, God rest his soul. He pointed and said, "Hey, Granny, the bathroom right there." So when she walked in the bathroom, it wasn't the bathroom. She walked into the room full of dead bodies and caskets, and she was screaming so loud. She said, "Ah!" So we think, "What's wrong? You motherfuckers made me go in this bathroom. It was not the bathroom. It's all kind of dead bodies in here. I had to whoop all y'all asses."
That's funny.
At
the funeral home.
At the funeral over at Inglewood, at the Inglewood Cemetery.
Oh man, that's too much.
Oh, we tried not to laugh,
That's
but
too much.
we couldn't. Me, my brother, my mama, and my uncle could not hold.
Now,
it
see,
in.
what I thought you were going to say was, 'cause I have heard this,
She cussed us
where
out.
you've been at a funeral, and you know how the body be like, but sometimes it has like a little like involuntary movement.
Bernie Mac, you remember the episode of Bernie Mac? He said, "That motherfucker breathing. He breathing."
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, man.
So, I got another question.
Go
for
ahead,
y'all.
go ahead.
I got another question for y'all. Who would you rather fight? Who would you rather fight? Would you rather fight Dracula with a sword, or would you rather fight Wolfman with a Glock?
Wolfman with a Glock.
You know what?
You said with a Glock, like a gun, bang bang Glock?
Yes.
Uh,
However,
first-
you don't have silver bullets.
I mentioned this story before because I was talking about. I fantasize about that when I was, because I'm into the classical horror films like from
And
the
that's what I
35s and from what's his name, Luke.
Luke Ferrigno?
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno and the guy who played Dracula.
Uh-huh.
I always imagine like what would happen if you came up and fought one of them in that time, but not this age. Back in that age, back in the 30, back in the year 35s, the classical thing.
No,
So
who
for
you
me,
going
I
for?
would say I would fight Dracula,
With a sword.
not with a sword,
Oh, just straight up.
just straight up.
Okay, so you're dead. Cameron?
He said, "Well, you're dead."
All right, Dracula, but
No,
you
no,
get a sword.
I would go with Wolfman because even though that you cannot, quote unquote, kill him,
Start dancing.
you can't kill him. You could always slow him down. So if you were to like,
Too fast.
no, it's just like
too fast.
it's just like anything else. You strategically pop fools in
They're
the
gonna be running.
no, you pop fools in the knees and stuff. You slow them down, which will always be able to create space.
Now, I feel like all of us here, I say with a level of confidence, all of us here can just absolutely throttle the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh yeah, no, we don't have to worry about that.
We're about to make fish fillets out of
Yeah,
it.
we don't have to worry about that.
That boy, he cooked.
Man, me and
There's a lot of people who
me and Marlon Wayans and what's his name?
yeah, there'll be a lot of people.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
When we get that Black Lagoon and making fish
Yeah,
like
we
they
ain't
did
worried.
the chicken.
There's certain ones that you be like, well, would you be afraid of like Freddy or Jason? No, we just handle them.
Nah, Freddie, he too comedy.
Yeah, we know we ain't worried about that. Now the Texas Chainsaw dude, maybe because he got the little chainsaw, kind of funny, but you kind of work your way around him too.
Myers?
Huh?
Michael Myers?
Man, we can handle Mike.
No, here's
You know who we know? Pinhead would be one that you might want to,
no.
Yeah, because he just might look intimidating. That's when I
Chucky?
ain't messing with him. Well, we cool. We don't have to. Man, we'll smack Chucky around. We ain't worried about Chucky.
Leprechaun from the
I'm
Hood.
finna say that.
Nah, that's kind of funny.
If it's the hood version,
The hood version,
you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh.
I ain't messing with that. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out,
They from outer space.
It's not, I'm not scared of clowns, but killer clowns.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, they a little too.
What
they
about
too
the
wild.
alien from the fourth kind?
From.
I'm drop kicking it.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't worried about it. Don't worry about that.
Can't really ain't. That's all the monsters.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like monsters are concerned,
Those scary things are-
Frankenstein was slow.
Oh, obviously, we're gonna be beating mummies.
Yeah,
Would you fight
we
for-
mopped
would you-
them
would
up.
you fight the Tales from the Crypt?
We mopped them up, man. We saw too much of the mummy and all that stuff.
First thing I will say to the mummy is thanks for bringing me some toilet paper.
Exactly. We just derobe him.
You must have been rich, man. 2 ply.
Just derobe him. Let me think. What else do we talk about as far as like Halloween stuff? I just think what the crazy thing is about Halloween, like for real, is I just think that Halloween really has lost its
Audience, charm.
I think more of the charm. I think when more people kind of took it like too serious, if that makes sense, that's when it kind of lost its way. People made it too serious. And here's the thing: some of the stuff in the hood kind of messed it up. Now I know I was making jokes about the bag snatch and stuff, but that kind of took away from it. There was a lot of people in certain neighborhoods, and I'm not talking about in like the inner city neighborhoods. I was seeing people in like Beverly Hills and stuff. They would put like needles and drugs in like candy and stuff, and that really, I'll be honest with you, that really deterred people. especially kids, from like actually going out and getting candy. Cause you know what the worst thing was? They get the speech. You remember we were talking about, oh, we got all this candy as a kid, right? What's the very first thing your mom had to say? Let me check all of it. Let me check all of it to make sure all that candy good.
Yeah, my mom did.
So they had to pop through all that candy just to make sure it was cool.
My mom even did that.
And I think that sucked because I think when people, there were certain people just like, they were just in the wrong mind. They were just trying to just inflict pain on people and do bad. Now, and keep in mind, it was few, but it was enough where you had to pay attention to it. And this was during the era before social media, before the whole, putting drugs in baby oil.
My fight Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, hell no.
No, we ain't doing that.
That's the person.
I just think that Halloween kind of lost its.
You gotta look at you and see you got nice peepers.
Yeah, I just think that
Halloween. Knock his head
Halloween.
off, it goes right back.
I just think Halloween just lost its way. I mean, you got your abundance of like horror movies and stuff, but they're not horror movies like the fantasy style ones that you got. Everything's more like too realistic, trying to be psychological, things like that.
Okay,
I think we kind of lost our way in that.
Essentially, what we're saying is, dear viewer, is Halloween has become hollow.
Yeah, ultimately. And don't get it wrong.
Is this the form of entertainment?
No,
Barely even that.
It is, but even then, I just think that when people took it way too extreme on a lot of different fronts, let's make it really psychological, really get in people's head. That was all bad. Let's make it overly sexy. That made it bad. Let's make it where we can't really go trick or treating. That made it bad. So basically, the reason why you don't have people trick or treating is because you have people like, I'm too afraid of having my kids out here because I don't want them to have like no candy with weed in it and all this. I'm just being honest with you.
I don't even want to see people
No.
treating right here.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just being honest with you. And then you're in the hood, then you gotta, then if you're in certain neighborhoods, then you gotta like, well, can I really walk my kids out, really pull up to this house, knowing that there's a good possibility I'm running into somebody who's gonna try to set trip on real things. These are real things that happen.
Why do you think they go to different neighborhoods?
And then,
we're not gonna trick or treat where we live at. I'm gonna take you.
We gotta take you way out in the neighborhood.
Spyglass.
No.
Lakewood.
So you go from you could be in
Yeah.
Lakewood. I seen people go from Lakewood and be out in Temecula trick or treating. But here's what you get in Temecula. Now you got the people like putting drugs and stuff in the candy and stuff. So you really ain't safe doing that. Just being honest with you. Just being honest.
Mountain lions, I ain't gonna-
Yeah, I'm in Temecula all the time.
Oh yeah, them lines are trick or treat.
Yeah. Goddamn. With the mountain lions in Temecula.
How nice, you dressed up like a pumpkin.
Is that a mine?
But I think that's my thing. And I think for me, like I said, from my perspective, I was always.
Is that for the interview? Is that a tiger? That's a tiger.
I was always raised church, and because of that, I was never really into Halloween. It was never really my thing. Not say that I wasn't aware of it. Not say that I didn't know any of the horror movies. It just wasn't. I didn't go out of my way for it. If that makes sense. Even like the Halloween parties that I went to, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't dress up. I DJ'd them, but I didn't dress up.
Imagine how messed up it'd be. Damn, it's a scary.
And it's funny because they, we was at the job and they were like, "Yo, would you put on the costume?" No, I ain't putting on nothing. I'm a grown
ass man. You sound like such a grown ass man, dog.
I am not putting on no costume.
They would ask a black guy.
I ain't putting on no Grinch costume. No.
That thing don't look right.
No, I ain't putting on nothing.
I'm gonna say they ask you to be Santa Claus too.
Yeah. I am way too.
I'm a pit bull.
I am way too slim. I am way too slim to be Santa Claus.
This is a progressive age, Cameron. Santa Claus ain't.
He'll get recognized. Cameron, I know that.
I got grades, but dang, I don't have grades like that.
Wait, talk about just a couple of pictures just said, damn.
It's progressive. He ain't white, he ain't fat, and he ain't jolly.
He ain't even jolly.
You gonna be the opposite of that. Put it on.
He's bad Santa. Shout out to Billy Bob Thornton. Midget. I shouldn't even got y'all started on that. Oh man. Anyway, but it's
yeah.
I know. Anyway, but we wanted to just do a little something for y'all, which is a little bit different than the norm. Talk about Halloween and stuff because we're around that time. When y'all actually see this content, it will be a couple of days right before Halloween. So hopefully I get a chance to see this. Y'all can put y'all thoughts, ideas, any questions that we may have asked. Have y'all been to a Halloween party? When was the last time y'all dressed up? If y'all did dress up, show pictures. We need proof. If there ain't no pictures, it don't count. It don't count if there ain't no pictures. But nothing free to hey. But not hey. Be careful.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Hey, they said it. Be careful. Because whatever y'all put up there is put up for public consumption. So if you know y'all, we clowning.
And remember, dear viewer, we don't know if you hate us if you don't tell us. So make sure to comment down below how you feel.
Facts.
And remember, you don't have to like the video to like the video.
Yeah, that's a fact. Let me do this few things real quick before we head out, though, because we do gotta head out pretty shortly. Somebody told me to answer this question, so I'm gonna answer this question. It was based upon the last podcast we just put up a few hours ago. Hold on. No,
I've heard that.
yeah, that's right. They told me to answer this question. I'm gonna answer this question. Somebody asked me, do I think I am a passive aggressive person?
You specifically?
Yeah, me specifically. Do I think I'm a passive aggressive person?
You're aggressively passive.
Before I said, was it a male or female who asked you this question?
It was a female who asked. Okay. But they said this, am I a passive aggressive person? I said that I am aggressive. I am aggressive at points. What I mean by that is, and just like most guys, there's certain people who are just like natively always on 10. No, they're always on 10 at all times. So that makes sense? Yeah. They're always on go. Anything that happens are on go. I am not one of them person who is always on go at the drop of a dime, no matter what, without having enough information. I am one of these people who actually will plan, prepare anything before I do anything. Whether it's work, home, relationship, otherwise. Everything is strategically planned. So the reason why when I come up with something, when I actually start acting on certain things, it's only because I put enough thought, enough idea, and enough planning behind it to make sure that it happens. So to certain people, it may look like it's an aggressive thing. I may challenge a lot of different people in regards to it. That doesn't mean that I'm being aggressive. That just means that I always question, I always challenge people, especially when I think that something requires change or something needs to be evaluated. So it's not an aggressive thing. It's more of I'm not as passive as what y'all think I am. Because y'all may look at me and say well, he's always cool, he talks, yeah, I am every bit of that. Just because I am cool, that doesn't mean that I am not always challenging the narrative. I'm always challenging everybody at any point in time, and it's not because I'm challenging them to prove that I'm better. No, I'm challenging people to actually get their thoughts and ideas to elevate everybody's lives, not just mine, but everybody around us, and make everybody better. So that's why I say I'm not necessarily like a passive aggressive. I'm more of I will challenge anything to get a better result. But I just wanted to answer that real quick, because I know we've been watching, and for the people who jumped in early, I saw about there was already 25 people, and already 20 some people already watched the thing already early. I was like, cool. Keep on watching. We got good content, and if I ain't watched that content, watch one before. We got a lot of good stuff in the pipeline already.
Yeah,
a lot of good stuff.
Why wouldn't you want to watch? We have this guy here. We have him for this reason.
He's the movie star. Speaking of movie stars and stuff, real quick before we leave, because we gotta go.
Who's a movie star?
This one right here, Hilltop Brawl, Part 1. Shout out to Jason Lane. Shout out to the both Marcos, all them, everybody working on that project. We're actually going to be setting up for Part 2 pretty soon, so shout out to the collective, shout out to World Heat Entertainment and all that stuff. We got some things working.
Shout out to my boy Z.
Keep riding along with us. Shout out to the rest of our affiliates, of course. Z, we see you. Dirty Joe, we see you. Shout out to our affiliate channels. Shout out to our sponsors and all that stuff. We got some work coming for y'all as well. But we got to get up out of here because we got work. We got work. We got some stuff. We got some things we got to get to. And the kid's tired, man. Shoot. I'm old. I'm 49 years old. I'm old.
That's just the ice cream.
Yeah, it is. It is. I did have some. I had two, man. They were kind. I had chocolate chip ice cream. And it's
No, that's not why we're clowning you. You bought a whole ass tub
Facts.
by yourself.
Facts.
It didn't have no chocolate cake with it.
Facts.
We still haven't tasted
No.
it.
I said, and I quote, when is your birthday?
You know what my birthday is.
When is your birthday for the people and the band?
November 9th.
So I said, and I quote, I will whip this man up some chocolate cake for his birthday. Because this man's been asking for it, and I said I only do it for special occasions. It's his birthday, special occasion. We'll probably do it on camera. We'll probably do the birthday party here. Throw some cake, drink, we'll work it out. Y'all we'll have y'all party along with us. We'll work something out.
They're gonna be like, man,
Let's wrap this up, boys.
But anyway, we gotta go. We gotta do our thing. We appreciate every single one of y'all. All jokes aside, like all seriousness, we appreciate every single one of y'all. It's definitely a privilege and an honor to have y'all rock along with us, whether y'all see us on a regular basis or whether y'all see us in crossing. Like we said at the top, we will close it off with this. Like and subscribe to the page if y'all haven't already done so. And if y'all don't like what we're talking about, tell somebody else to take a look at us and let them see if they like what we're talking about. And let them like and subscribe to the page. We'll rock with that too. Anyway, for my man Paul, for my man Big, I'm Cam, aka Mr. Nerd Boy Fresh. Freaky. Like always, it is God above everything. So the next time, family, we will do this again soon.
much love and respect.
Salute. That was good there.
Do you think Halloween's a good time to pick up single mothers?